First world, come in and take a seat. Pay us no attention, it's all conspiracy. We have satire and parody, some funny, some perverse. If none of it's offensive to you, you'd be the first.
Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
Revenge, the sweetest morsel to the mouth that ever was cooked in hell.
be done.
Why doesn't the hero reveal himself and tell us your true name? You do have a name. My name is Gladiator. How dare you show your back to me? Slave, you remove your helmet and tell me your name. My name is Fun My Comic, and I represent all the campaigns you shadow banned and kicked off your website. Huh? Creators that just wanted to fund, that wanted to be left alone. And we will build a website that is going to bury you all. Oh crap.
Get ready for awesomeness.
I've done it. I've done that.
Singing on wake up time, get to work and stand in line. What would make her feel real fine? One Saturday morning. Coming up next is Tuesday's grind. The week is young, but I'm out of my mind. What would make her feel real fine? One Saturday morning. Wednesday, Thursday, jammed in the middle. Once again, make the pose a riddle. Watch tongue real loose, but plays like a fiddle. One Saturday morning. Friday has an exit sign, but getting there still takes some time. What would make me feel real fine? One Saturday morning.
Illuminating television.
Welcome to One Saturday Morning. Relax, kick back. It's Saturday.
We'll be right back to Disney's One Saturday Morning.
Hello, hello. Welcome one and all to another Saturday morning laundry live stream with me, EB. That's Earth's Best Entertainment. Guys, what is up? It is Saturday morning. How are you? What's going on? Here we are, only 13 minutes into the show with all those intros and credits and everything like that. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for tuning in this morning. How are you? I'm super. Thanks for asking. Yes, so here we are. So if you tuned in last night for the conspiracy show, thank you very much. It was an awesome show. It was a 2.5-hour show. It was a bit of an extravaganza. I had my co-host Shane there. Had Doc Bishop of First World Comics. We had my good friend Jem as well. So we all chatted for about 2.5 hours, and it was glorious. And funny story, the video got blocked, but only because of the copyright infringement from using the song Weird Al song Foil. So after I cut that part out of the live stream, it is no longer blocked. So you can actually, of course, after you tune into this fine entertainment, you can actually go and watch the conspiracy show that we did last night. Sit back and relax. It's a 2.5-hour show, but we covered a lot of good material. If you're interested in knowing the truth about what's going on in the world, definitely want to check that out. Because we all had some great things to say, and we got to get that truth out there, guys. You know, like the X-Files theme. Truth is out there, right? Truth is out there. The truth is right here on Earth's Best Entertainment YouTube channel. Also, that video is the premiere of Doc Bishop's puppet avatar. Yes, he's got a not your average Joe avatar that actually it blinks, it speaks as he speaks, and it moves. It's really cool. So you saw it first on Earth's Best Entertainment daily videos with EB, the Doc Bishop puppet avatar. So check it out for that as well. So that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for tuning in. I see one person's watching, among others, I'm sure, but that is what StreamYard is telling me, that there is one person watching. So if you're watching on anything but YouTube. I will not be able to see any comments that you make. So please switch on over to YouTube. Go on over to Earth's Best Entertainment. That's just at Earth's Best Entertainment. They make it really easy to search for channels now on YouTube. So at Earth's Best Entertainment, join me on YouTube and join the conversation. Drop me a comment, a like, a subscribe, all that good stuff as well. And please, if you haven't already, get on over to www.earthsbestkickstarter.com. That is my Fund My Comic campaign for book 4 of Earth's Best Friends, which, by the way, book 4 has completed production. We are done with production, guys. So this is very, very exciting. So keep that in mind. All right, we are done with production. The book will be printed very soon. I just got to put it together in InDesign, and then I got to get a proof copy for myself to make sure it looks good. And then once that happens, I will be sending books out to my backers. And remember, this is an exclusive crowdfunding book. So that means the only way to get Earth's Best Friends without this crowdfunding campaign is by individual monthly floppies. All right, so keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. You won't be able to buy Going Ape until the fall. You won't be able to buy Family Problems 1 through 4 until the fall. You won't be able to buy a lot of these stories in book 4 until the fall if you wait for the floppies. So get it now. Get a complete book of book 4. And you don't have to wait till the end of the year for all these floppies to come out naturally on Lulu. And yes, Lulu is the official bookstore for Earth's Best Entertainment. They're print on demand, but they also sell books online. So that is primarily how I sell Earth's Best Friends when I'm not doing crowdfunding campaigns. So check out Earth's Best Friends book number 4. It is scrolling across your screen right now, www.earthsbestkickstarter.com. And yes, it will bring you to Fund My Comic. I promise. It's a little confusing. I'm sorry. Like I said last week, I don't know why I have gay energy when I do this show. It's only the Saturday morning show that I do that. Maybe it's because it's early in the morning and I'm just full of energy. So I wanted to show a couple things off here. As you all know, let's see if I have it in my images here. Oh, that's interesting. I don't. So let's upload that real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, so as you know, Gabriel released this cover to me last week. Gabriel Nissi, super talented kid. Shout out to Gabriel, love you, buddy. So this looks even better in print, guys. Oh boy. Oh, can you see that? Oh my goodness. Like, holy mackerel, guys. Holy mackerel. Like, that is a cover. All right. Earth's Best Friends Animal Teens #1. Guys, Animal Teens #1. That is just one of 10 floppies you will receive if you go to earthsbestkickstarter.com and go for the floppies pledge. All right, the floppies tier, reward tier. All right, you'll get that plus this as well. So I'm going to show you the image. All right, very awesome, super amazing by Rich Perotta. And it looks even better in print, just like the other one. Oh yeah. Oh, super talented guy. He's been in the business for a long time doing comics. He is honed in on his skills so remarkably. Both of them are working on more covers for me, guys. So if you do the floppies pledge tier, you'll get those two plus 8 other covers by both those artists. Gabriel is doing 2 more, plus there's Hyperfeeling Ninja Heroes #1, so that's 2. That's 3. So that's 4 Gabriel Nissi covers, and then you're gonna get 9. You're gonna get at least 6 more Rich Perotta covers. He's probably gonna do some covers for me that are probably for book 5 as well, including maybe the actual book 5 cover. Speaking of covers, this is the book 4 cover, guys. Yeah, Gabriel Nissi cover, book 4. Yeah, I mean that's just his flats. All right. I mean this guy's so talented. They're both very talented artists. All right. So if you like floppies, if you like those covers, definitely get on over to Pledge. We've got just a little bit more than a week to go on this campaign, guys, and we're done. I'm probably not doing another crowdfunding campaign for a year and a half, because book 5 is going to take a very long time to produce, because it's going to be double the size of book 4. That's right. I'm going crazy for book 5. All right. And then book 6 is what I'm calling the season finale. So you definitely want to get in now, guys. You definitely want to get in and learn the stories, get involved with Earth's Best Friends, because the next 2 books that come out are going to be amazing. And book 4 is kick ass. I put a lot of cool stuff in this book, guys. Definitely want to check it out. And book 5 will see the return of Hyperfeeling Ninja Heroes. In fact, I think book 5 and 6 pretty much focus on the Hyperfeeling Ninja Heroes. You will see the Tween Titans come back in book 5. And you'll see 2 crossover episodes. I won't tell you who crosses over with who, although it's probably obvious because I said that it's a Hyperfeeling Ninja Hero focused book. But yeah, so stay tuned, guys. There's more to come. Book 4 is just 1 of 6, and that's just what I'm calling season 1. All right, I've got stories to come, guys. I've got stories to come. Not only that, but I've got to write more Tween Titans episodes for season 2. I've got an awesome finale that I've already written for season 2. All right, then I just have to write that. I mean, I have it all written for the most part. Tween Titans is a fairly new concept to me, so I have to write more episodes for it. I probably have to write more episodes for Hyperfeeling Ninja Heroes in season 2, because I made them take a back seat in season 2 to flesh out Animal Teens a little more, and Super Steak gets his premiere in season 2 as well. So a lot of moving pieces to Earth's Best Friends. There really is, but it's pretty awesome, guys. It's pretty awesome, and I can't wait. But I'm probably going to take the summer off from having Gene produce Earth's Best Friends. I want to be able to pay him back first, right? Or at least maybe only owe like 1 or 2 pages to him before we start again. And I want to try to at least pay him once per month, so that doesn't get crazy. But luckily there are tax returns, right? Which is why, as we get close to the season finale, because season finale will really determine if I continue into season 2. I believe I will, but with things going on, you just never know. I can't predict the future. No one can predict the future. But I want to at least finish season 1 before I stopped, if I were to stop, right? But I don't want to stop, right? It's not a want, it would be a need to stop if I did. And that would be if, financial situation got, decreased or something along those lines, right? Basically, it's if I can't afford it, I can't do it, right? I have to take care of my family first. I have to serve God and my family first, right? This is a wonderful project and I love it, dear to my heart, but it doesn't take the place of my family or God. All right. So I just pray that I'll keep my affluency enough to keep it going, to keep Gene paid, keep it going, get covers made, et cetera, et cetera. So it's very good stuff, guys. I'm super excited. I really am. Like, I can't wait till I put this book together and I hold book 4 in my hands, because book 4, man, it's a cornerstone book, right? Because this is the last book before the series really starts getting like intense. Like, this is a lead up to the climax of season 1. All right, you're gonna see some things unfolding. You're gonna see a little taste of what's to come. That's what Family Problems is about. It's getting so good, guys. It's getting so good. All right. So we are in the precipice here of some really good storylines. I was actually mapping it out the other day after I realized production for book 4 was done. I was like, I need to map out book 5. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm doing it by page count, right? Because some stories are like, some stories are 4 pages, the little short stories that I do, right? Because it's an anthology collection, so not every story has to be 20 pages, right? That's what's awesome about Earth's Best Friend. You can get little tiny short novelettes, and you can get someone's car alarm's going off. Get little tiny novelettes, and then you could also get full-fledged stories. So the biggest story in book 5 will be 23 pages, and then the smallest will be 4 pages. So there's a range here. There's a range, and on average, it's about 10 pages, right? And again, I've said this before. Earth's Best Friends is about having, shorter, digestible stories. It's meant for younger audiences to be able to read it and enjoy it. So yeah, the page counts are shorter. It's also written thinking about animation a little bit. 1 page equals 1 minute of animation. So that's kind of the idea behind it as well. I'm thinking in 8-minute shorts. That's why the majority of my stories are about 9-10 pages. We're talking about a cartoon. That's my mindset, because I'm inspired by 80s cartoons, 90s cartoons, and they were 8-10 minute short cartoons. Most of them. I mean, some of them were full 30-minute stories, right? But a lot of the ones that I grew up with, especially stuff on Nickelodeon, usually you get 2 episodes per 30-minute break, right? So you'd have about 5 minutes of commercials. Actually, you'd have about 10 minutes of commercials, and then you'd have 2 8-minute shorts, right? And then you'd have credits and intros. So that takes up the last few minutes. So 8-9 minute shorts, depending on the cartoon, right? So that's the idea behind Earth's Best Friends and Hyperfeeling Ninja Heroes, Animal Teens. They all kind of follow that formula. It doesn't mean I don't write larger stories, because like I said, I do have a 23 page, which would be like a full cartoon, more like on the cups of like G.I. Joe or Ninja Turtles, where it's a full-fledged cartoon, a full-fledged episode in a 30-minute block, right? 23 pages, 23 minutes of animation, and then you have the commercials and intros and outros, which equals the rest of the minutes to 30 minutes, right? So that's why I do it the way I do it. And That's why my floppies are not 24 pages each. Depends on the story, you know. Animal Teens is about 9 pages long, and I think Tween Titans is maybe 10 or 11 pages. So, you know, they're meant for 1 page equals 1 minute of animation. You know, that's the way I think, and that's the way I write. Because that's how I'm inspired, right? In those short bursts of story, right? Tell a story in 8 pages. Tell a story in 8 pages or less, right? That's what I do. You know, when it does stretch out, it's because I'm kind of like telling more than one story in the episode, you know, especially like the crossover episodes. You know, I have to write 2 stories at once, which is why it kind of doubles, you know. So that's the Earth's Best Friends portion of the morning. How much time we got left here? 15 minutes. All right, cool. I appreciate you still watching there. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning and listening to me babble about my project. I hope I've created some interest for you to get on over to pledge to Earth's Best Friends book number 4, because I really do need the help. You know, I need some love over there. I've got a few backers, and I'm so grateful for those backers. All right. Shout out to Kelsey. Me and her got a chat about, because back by popular demand, the make a character tier is back for $100. So if you want to put a character and create a whole new series within Earth's Best Friends, that's your tier, man. That's your tier. All right. And then the $200 will get you that plus all the books plus advertising. So yeah. And remember, the advertising tier is not just for book 4, because obviously book 4 is just a one and done book print. It's also going to be on all the floppies. So anybody who buys floppies from me is going to have that advertisement in the book to see of yours. And it'll be at all my conventions that I go to, everything like that, guys. So just keep that in mind. All right. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. What else do I want to talk about? Shoot, I think I lost my train of thought here. Shout out to Chad Tronick. I haven't talked about him in a while. Another campaign you should definitely check out. This one's on Kickstarter. It's called Poglings. It's by a YouTuber that goes by Chad Tronick, and it's a video game inspired by the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure Battle 2. So check out this trailer. I will play it right now.
Hatching soon is Poglings, a cute pet simulation, creature collecting adventure game. Evolve, breed, and race cute, mysterious creatures known as Poglings. Stake claim to your island, grow your nest, and establish yourself as the best Pogling hatcher the Wildvine Islands has ever seen. Poglings is slated to release for Steam and Nintendo Switch, with the possibility of other platforms in the future. But to make this game a success, I will need your help. There are 3 things I need you to do. First, click on the Kickstarter link in the description and click on Notify Me on launch. This will email you as soon as the Kickstarter campaign goes live, so you can have first pick of all the limited Kickstarter rewards before any of them run out. The Kickstarter will go live sometime this spring. The second thing is wishlisting Poglings on Steam. Click the Steam link in the description, which will take you to the Steam page, which, by the way, reveals a lot more details about the game if you're interested. But the main important thing is you need to click on this right here. Add to your wish list. Clicking on this will notify you when Poglings is released and if it ever goes on sale or gets discounted. It'll also help Poglings perform better on Steam in terms of getting discovered, which will help it a lot. And the third and last thing is to follow Poglings on social media to stay connected with us and to hear about all the game's updates. We are at Poglings on Twitter and on Instagram. You can also visit poglings.com to see where the rest of our manned social media accounts are, but Twitter and Instagram will be primarily the two places we utilize the most. I'm sorry for asking so much of you, but seriously, if you do all of those things, it will help so much.
Yeah, so Poglings is awesome. Shout out to Chadtronic. I have been trying to get him on my show with no luck. So if anybody knows how to get in touch with him, please let me know, because I'd love to get him on my show. I'd love to chat with him, pick his brain about Poglings, and just talk to him about all his success and everything. He's a fairly successful YouTuber. I mean, he does YouTube full time. So yeah, living the dream, yo. Speaking of dreams, I wanted to shout out to Paul Gomez, because he was talking about something I've been suggesting for years, and it's just really hard to come up with a plan on how to do it. But me, him, Pops, and RJ Carter of Critical Blast and George Medina, we all got to get together and chat about how to create like an official indie comics alliance where everybody in the alliance is like gung-ho supporting each other. Like we're liking, subscribing, and we're liking videos every time, we're paying attention to each other like nonstop. Not only that, but we're also supporting each other's campaigns, even if it's just throwing a couple dollars at each other. Basically, what we really need is a force to get around the algorithm. Pops made a good point the other day. He was talking to us in the chat, and he was like, we gotta like and subscribe to each other. We gotta do more than that. We gotta like each and every one of our individual videos, and because we gotta try to get around the algorithm. That's the biggest problem. So when this subject gets brought up, a lot of times it gets shot down because it's like, well, that's communism. Only the best comics should. No. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we need to support each other, and yes, throw a little bit of money at each other, but we need to do it so we can get around the algorithms, right? Because and I mean, we should all be willing to support each other, just because we want to bring each other up. If everybody's successful, it only brings more success to the community, right? So shout out to Pops and Paul Gomez for talking about this, and I sent him a comment, and I got to get him back on the show. We got to chat. And George Medina has something similar as well. So it's like a bunch of us. Well, I just have ideas. Sounds like Paul does too, but me and him have the ideas, and then Pops has the Madness Network, of course, and then George Medina has the Gig, Global Indies group. So, and then RJ Carter has the Critical Blast, which is he has a lot of distribution for indie creators. So there's just a lot of people that we could, if we could get into the same room and have a discussion about how do we unite people, how do we create an alliance, and how do we beat the algorithms. I think we could have a really good conversation about that, and I think we could come to a conclusion. But it is about, it is something that it would be kind of like mandatory participation in a way, like everybody does their part, and therefore we all ride on that wave, so to speak, right? And so if we could do that, right, successfully, we could get around the algorithms, and then everybody's campaign would be top seen, right? Because you have a force pushing it that way, right? And so that way we're able to cut through the noise and to get our voices heard, right? So that's the idea that I have, and my idea stretches beyond social media. I say we should have some kind of catalog of indie comics that we could actually pass out to people. These days, I would actually probably think about like a QR code on a business card, right? That brings you to a website that has the links to all these awesome comics, and their shops, and how you can purchase their books, you know. So I think that's a good way to go, you know. I think, and I think we should even buy each other's books, a few copies of each, and see if we can sell a few at conventions here and there, you know. It's like, hey, if you like my book, check out this guy's book, you know. I think that there's only that's a way to do it, man. I think we really should think about that, you know. It's one thing to say I'm part of a community and I support indies, but it's another thing to actually have the actions to prove those words, right? Actions speak louder than words, they say, right? So that's my PSA for the day. Let's get together and support indies. Yeah. Anyway, I always promise I'm not going to sing and then I sing. How much time we got left? 4 minutes. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're watching after the fact it's been live, I appreciate that as well. It's been a wonderful show. It's been awesome talking to y'all. And hopefully some of the things I've talked about kind of resonates with you. And hit me up if you want more information about a potential indie comics alliance, because that's really what I want to aim towards. I want to build towards, right? And I think we could do it, guys. I think we could do it. I think we could have a very successful. I think we could all be successful if we all push each other up, right? You know. So I think that would be a good thing. It's only a good thing, right? It's only a good thing. You know, we can't be selfish. We have to be willing to serve others, you know, just as Jesus did, right? So on that note, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. I will be back Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, doing my normal Sunday night stream about Jesus. So if you're interested in that, definitely check me out Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Other than that, Monday through Wednesday, I will be doing my normal daily videos with EB. I won't be doing next Thursday, and I won't be here next Saturday either, because I will be going away for my 10th wedding anniversary with my wife. So it has been a blessing being married to her for almost 10 years now. So we're celebrating that. We never got a true honeymoon, so there we go. Right. But I will be back to regular schedule next week, the week after next, starting a week from Monday. So guys, I love you and God bless. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.